off the recording, it'll be like the live stream will be better, but I don't know what.
Oh my goodness, it's a tie ball game, 69-69, 35 seconds left. That is a tough call at that point in the game. Half of the crowd does not agree. Y'all are getting some bonus coverage here at the end of the previous game between CME. First free throw is good. They take a 1-point lead. CME and Brotherhood United in a tough battle. It's 70-69, 34 seconds left. Brotherhood will take another free throw and tie or take the lead with a 3-point shot. 25 seconds. CME trying to figure out what they want to do. I say give it to number 4. He's a pretty good shot. And there he goes. He hits a 3 to take the lead. 16 seconds left. Brotherhood's pushing it up the floor. And they stop the clock with 1.41. It's a 1-point game. It was definitely just needs to make one to tie at Duncanville High School. All right, they're putting a little bit of time back on the clock. They're going with 3.39 seconds left in the game. Score is 73-72. CME is down by 1, but they're at the free throw line. First free throw, nothing but net, ties the game up. The whistles did not affect the shooter. He was able to concentrate anyway. Here he goes. He's trying to take the lead with 3.39 seconds left. Rolls around the rim and goes in. Oh, it's a 3-point foul, so he gets one more shot. And now the clock will run out. A controversial ending. A little bit of clock mismanagement. Not sure what's going on. CME thinks they've won it. Windmill dunk to celebrate. And they are gonna call that the end of the game, it looks like. So a tough ending for Brotherhood United, but CME. Oh no, now they're gonna clear the court. They're gonna clear the court. I think they're gonna put some time back on the clock. And they're gonna redo the ending. They made Phenoms. Oh my goodness, someone has just fallen down the stairs. It is madness here at Duncanville High School. She looks okay. She looks okay. She's smiling. She's all right. All right. Okay. I don't know. I don't think they've decided yet. They cleared the court. All right, they're deciding what to do. Let's see what the decision is. The ref claps. And CME ball down under the opposing goal. A wild finish here with our bonus coverage of the previous game. It's gonna be CME ball under the opposing goal, and .75 left. All they've basically got to do is get the ball in, and that should still some confusion. All right, CME will try to get the ball in. They throw it in, and it's stolen, and that is game. All right. And I think that officially ends it for CME, and now they'll celebrate with the windmill dunk, but he missed it that time. All right. Okay. Looks like they're going to let the Phenoms and Joe Little start warming up. So CME wins it over Brother Phenoms versus Joe Little basketball. Looks like we're going to have an abbreviated warm-up period. So we should be starting here in about 2.5 minutes. Oh, I hate that.
Are you entering stats?
All right, they're clearing the court. Phenoms and Joe Little getting ready to tip off. If you're just now... What's that?
I think I saw the Joe Little band. Oh God! What?
The guy who was sitting right here, he's now out there on the floor, 341.
Oh, okay. I hope you were nice to him.
I feel like I was. I was asking him about the equipment and stuff they had over here. You know.
I thought you meant.
Oh, that. No. Coming to. Everybody getting their shirts tucked in. All nice and respectable like. And Joe Little controls the tip. ATX Phenoms will start out on defense. Joe Little tries to get it inside and then turns the ball over. They do have a really tall player, number 34. Looks like he might be a problem if he can get the ball. Miles bringing the... Sully inbounds the ball to Jack, and the defense backs off. Jack brings it across half court. Gets it to Miles. Miles picks up his dribble and then gets it to Sully on the wing. Ball defense. Joe Little driving. Tries the reverse layup, and it's good. Joe Little with the first points of the game. It's 2-0 Phenom. Free throw is good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. 5-2. Phenoms down. Jack brings the ball across half court. Alex sets a screen. Jack gives it back to him. Kicks out to Cy. Cy kicks out to Jack. Comes in. Cy heads to the bench. And Joe Little collects the rebound and brings it back down to their end of the floor. Jump stop. And that's off. And Alex with the rebound brings the ball down. Fast break. He's going to push through. And they're going to call jump ball. Nice defense by Joe Little to tie him up on the fast break. Inbound. Gets it up top to Jackson. Jackson. They're going to call a foul on AP, and it's going to be Joe Little ball. Tough break for the Phenoms. Couldn't quite finish inside. Looks like Phenoms are going to try to apply some full court pressure. Joe Little breaks the pressure, and then Jack breaks up the fast break. But it's going to be out of bounds on the Phenoms. And they're going to call a foul on Sully, I believe. Oh, nope, they're going to call a foul on Miles. Bounds the ball after the foul. Defending. And the score 8-2. Joe Little with Jack gets to Alex. Alex across the court to Jackson. Jackson to Sully. Sully drives in. Over to Jack. Jack fakes the long three, then backs it out. His shot blocked, but Sully recovers. And so I think that's going to go the other way because the Phenoms got the last one. Coach is going to sub in. All right, True is going to come on the floor for Miles. So we've got Jack, True, Jackson, AP, and Sully on the floor. Phenoms trying to apply some full court pressure. Score is 8-2. Phenoms down by 6. And and there was a scramble, but it looks like it's going to remain Phenoms' ball. (9:10) left in the first half. Phenoms are able to inbound the ball. Spin move. Jackson, floater in the lane. Oh my gosh. The ball just will not drop for the Phenoms. Alex Sully defending. And they're going to say it's out of bounds. Turnover on Joe Little. Nice defense by Sully, forcing the out of bounds turnover. Phenoms to inbound. All right, looks like Sean is going to come in for AP. And Jackson's going to inbound the ball. To Jack. Jack trying to drive, gets cut off, gives it to Jackson. Jackson dribbling on the perimeter. Jackson fakes the handoff and kicks it out to Jack. Jack to True. True for three. That is off, but Jackson with a great rebound gives it to Sean. Sean on offense. Jack drives it inside, gives it over to Sean. Sean will give it back. Lots of reaching there from Joe Little. No foul. Three-point shot from Jackson. And they're going to say it's out of bounds on Joe Little. It'll still be ATX Phenoms ball. Looks like coach is going to 8-2 is the score. Carter trying to inbound the ball. And finally gets it into Sean. Sean gets bumped, but they're not going to call that. Good ball movement. Cy inside, back out to True. True will take the three, and it's an air ball, but Sean's there to clean. Oh my gosh! He got banged down low and no foul call. I guess they're going to let him play. Off the front of the rim, no good, but Joe Little collects the rebound. There's a lot of steps in the lane, but again, no call. All right. True defending on the perimeter. Sean staying in front. Three-point shot, and Zero hits it from deep. And now the lead swells. Shots are not falling for the Phenoms right now. Score is still just 2 points for the Phenoms. Joe Little has 11 left in the first half.
You sound like an actual announcer. I know.
All right, we're going to try to see if we can get connected to Wi-Fi so that the picture clears up a little.
You can connect to my phone. The password's Penny Panda. Penny, come over here.
Phenoms with the ball, passing around the perimeter. Sean gives it back to Carter. Carter looking to drive, gets it back to Sean. hopefully this can maybe break the scoring drought that the Phenoms have been on for most of the first half. Sean hits the first free throw. Second free throw. Off the front of the rim, no good. And Joe Little collects the rebound. Still an 8-point lead for Joe Little. Phenoms staying in front on defense. Little sets a screen, gets it to one of their mans at the elbow. He drives in and gets the foul call. I think they might be calling that on trying to block from behind. We're still not connected?
I think we are.
Oh, we are, okay.
Oh, private relay not available. We'll see.
First free throw is good.
I have no idea.
3-12 is the score. They haven't added the point on the scoreboard yet. .547 left in the first half. Score is 3-12. That is off. Truitt gathers the rebound and then gets it away to Sean. It's a 9-point lead. Carter passes it back to Sean. Sean back to Carter. Carter over to True. True back to Carter. Sean. Phenoms just look a little confused on offense. Truitt has the ball back to Carter. Carter dribbling in the corner, in a little bit of trouble, gets it back to Truitt. Truitt gets it over to Sean. Sean back to Carter. I mean, we're not sure what we're really doing here on offense. Truitt over to Sean in the corner and shoots. Carter with the nice putback attempt, gets fouled, and he'll be going to the line to shoot two. 4:52 left in the first half. Phenoms down 12-3. Carter steps to the line. First free throw is good. Gets the Phenoms to 4. Second free throw. Rattles around and drops. Carter brings the score to 5. Phenoms and 12 for Joe Little. They break the press. And that's a turnover on Joe Little. It's going to be Phenoms ball heading the other way. 4:37 left in the first half. Phenoms down by 7 in a low-scoring game. 12-5. Got to find somebody who can put the ball through the hoop. Carter over to True. Looks like they're trying to maybe work it inside to Truitt. Truitt over to Sean. Sean says no to the 3. Maybe he'll take it this time. Nope. True gets it inside to Cy. Cy turns it over. And with 4:08 remaining in the first half, it'll be Joe Little ball. And Sully's coming back on the floor. Cy is going to head to the bench. All right, Joe Little brings the ball across half court. All right, turnover. Phenoms with the steal. Sully bringing the ball up. Passes it ahead to Truitt. He loses it. Now Joe Little has a fast break going the other way. And they pull it back out. They'll have a 3-point shot, and it is good. Wide open 3 That gives Joe Little a 10-point lead, 15-5. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Carter walks the ball up, gives the ball to True. True will give it back. Looks like they're trying to work it inside to Sully. Carter dribbles, hands off. True's going to drive it in, push off, no foul call. Carter thinks about the three, decides not to, gives it up to True. Sully sets a screen and then rolls. Sully back out. Sully's not afraid to shoot it. He is off the mark though, and Phenoms applying some pressure. Joe Little breaks it and makes the shot. Everything seems to be working for Joe Little right now, and the Phenoms still haven't figured it out. Carter drives it in, gets double teamed, and loses the ball. There's a scramble on the floor. Joe Little has it. It's a fast break, heading the other way. Uh-oh. Carter is on the floor. I didn't see what happened.
He got stepped on and trampled.
He's taking a minute. And he gets up and makes his way over to the sideline. Looks like he's okay. Might just need a breather. And it's going to be Phenoms ball. Down by 14. 5-19. 2:24 left in the first half. Sully inbounds to Miles. And let's see if they can get something going with this lineup. Sy with the ball. Drives inside. Gets the hanging floater and cannot hit the shot. And Joe Little gets the rebound. They're pushing the ball up the floor the other way. Sean thought he had him tied up, but Joe Little escapes. They'll shoot a three. That's off. Sean gets the rebound. And he's going to bring it down himself. Sy down low, bullies his way inside and gets the and one. There we go. Clock should be stopped, but it's running for some reason. Now, there they go. They stopped it. Score is 7-19. Phenoms down by 12. Sy steps to the line. Let's see if he can complete the three-point play. Free throw is good. That cuts the lead to 11. 8-19. 1:30 left in the first half. Joe Little gets the ball across half court, goes to the hoop, and misses the shot, but it's going to be out of bounds on the Phenoms. It'll be Joe Little ball. 1:21 still left in the first half. Not a lot of contact there on that. Seemed like he was going to fall down no matter what, but Sean gets the foul, and he hits the shot, and will be looking to complete the four-point play. 1:15 left in the half. And Jack is going to come in the game for Sean. 14-point deficit for the Phenoms, 22-8. Free throw is good. Now it's a 15-point lead. And Phenoms get pressured, and it works. They turn the ball over. And it's going to be Joe Little ball with 1 minute, 6 seconds left in the game. Phenoms are really struggling on offense. Has not been our weekend so far. .106 left in the half. All right, on the floor for the Phenoms, we've got Miles, Jack, Sully, Cy, and Truitt. We'll see if they can get a stop on defense and try to dig into this lead a little bit. Joe Little inbounds. Brings the ball across half court. And floater doesn't fall, but Truitt gathers the rebound, gets it off to Miles, and Miles will pull the ball back. Gets it over to Sully on the wing. And it gets poked out of bounds. It'll still be Phenoms ball. 39.73 seconds left in the half. Phenoms down 15, 23-8. See if they can maybe get a shot to fall before half. Miles with a three, and he hits it. That brings them up to double digits finally. 11-23. Joe Little breaks the press, gets the ball across half court. Looking for the last shot, perhaps. 18 seconds left. 16. And looks like they call a timeout. 10, oh no, they called a foul. Offensive foul, okay. Moving screen. Phenoms will have the ball with 10.49 seconds left. Let's see if we can get this to single digits. All right, Miles gets the ball. He's got 8 seconds left. 6, 5, 4. Jack with the long three at the buzzer. No good. And the score will remain 23-11 at the half. So the Phenoms are down by 12, but if they can figure some things out at halftime, they can get back in this game. Maybe this game will be the opposite of the game this morning, where we had the lead, and then in the second half, the other team just could not miss from three. So maybe we'll try to flip the script. Hopefully in the second half, the Phenoms can come out hot and take over the game. All right, second half about to start. Miles, Jack, AP, Sully, and Cy on the floor. 15 minutes left in this game. We'll see what the Phenoms can do. Looks like they're going to get the ball to start the half. Jack to inbound. Jack gets the ball in to Miles. Miles brings the ball. Miles fakes the drive, gives it to Sully. Sully drives in, spin move, jump stop, off the glass, no good. And Joe Little collects the rebound. Phenoms settle in on defense. Three-point shot from Joe Little, it's off, but Jack gets a great rebound. Doesn't see Miles sprinting down the floor. Jack gets it ahead to Cy. Cy's going to challenge the big man and gets knocked to the floor, but they call a foul. And Cy will be shooting 2. We'll see if we can cut the lead to 10. First free throw is good for Cy. Cuts the lead to 11. Second free throw for Cy is also good. And that'll cut the lead to 10. Good start for the Phenoms. 23-13 is the score. Phenoms taking a risk. Oh, but the risk pays off. And there's a turnover on Joe Little, and the Phenoms will get the ball back. Down by 10. Cy to inbound. Gets it to Jack. Jack facing some pressure. Jack ahead to Miles. Miles back to Jack. Jack ahead to Cy. Cy is going to take it himself. Dumps it off to Sully. Sully inside. Gets fouled. And will shoot 2. Phenoms are looking to get the ball inside in the second half, and so far it's working. Sully steps to the line. First free throw is through the basket and good. 14-23. Phenoms have cut into the lead. It's now down to single digits. Second free throw for Sully is good. The lead is down to 8, 23-15. Phenoms trying to make a comeback. Phenoms applying some full court pressure. Joe Little breaks it, and then Alex fouls, and number 12 for Joe Little will be shooting 2. 13:47 left in the game. Phenoms down by 8. First free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Second free throw for Joe Little is through the net, and so that brings the score to 24-15. Sully is able to inbound the ball to Miles. Miles gets it across half court. Sully sets a screen. Miles, nice feed to Sully. Oh, it doesn't fall. Really nice play, just can't finish. All right, turnover. Nice, oh, Sully trips heading down the court, but Cy's got the ball. Dribbling around, up top, Cy, spin move. Slips again, gets the ball back out. Alex will take the 3. That's off, no good. Cy gets the rebound. Not sure how that's blue ball. I guess he thought Jack touched it when he was out of bounds. Interesting call there. All right, here we go. It's going to be Joe Little ball. Turnover on the Phenoms. Sean and Sully trapping. Both of them extremely long arms, but he gets the ball away, and then they break the press, and Joe Little gets the easy bucket going the other way. All right, Cy inbounds the ball to Jack. Jack will give it back to Cy, and Cy will bring it up the floor. Oh, nice try. And out of bounds on Joe Little. Cy's going to come to the bench, and True comes in the game. So Miles also went to the bench, and Sean came in the game. All right. Phenoms inbound the ball. Sean's got it. Gives it to Jack. Jack dribbling. Gives it over to True. True, shot fake. Gives it back to Jack. Gives it back to True. Sully. And I think they finally called all the defenders getting really handsy down there with AP, and I think he finally got a call. All right. So Phenoms to inbound the ball. Jack, passes it in, and I think the ref's talking it over, and probably should be Joe Little ball, but all right, they've decided it's going to be Joe Little ball, turnover on the Phenoms. And the Phenoms back on D, down by 11. Coach looking to create some energy from the bench. Mid-range, and that's off. AP collects the rebound. And Sully will bring the ball down the court. Thinks about taking the three, but then dribbles inside, kicks it out to True. True, thought he was going to give it, and turns the ball over. And Joe Little fast break the other way, and does not get the bucket, gets the rebound, still can't get the bucket, but Joe Little gets another rebound, fakes the three. Sean with the steal. It's a fast break. See how Sean handles this. Jump stop and easy bucket. Nice job with the finish by Sean. That cuts the lead to 9. 11 minutes left in this game. ATX Phenoms can still win this. They've just got to stop the sloppy turnovers and start hitting some buckets. Oh, foul call on Sully. Looks like he poked the ball away, but then held his arm. All right, True and Sully will head to the bench. Carter and Jackson will come onto the floor. Joe Little with the ball. Shot fake. Wild shot, and looks like they're going to call a foul on Joe Little. It'll be ATX Phenoms ball. .10:40 left in this game. Jackson inbounds to Carter. Carter dribbles. Tries to get across half court. Carter picks up his dribble. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson picks up his dribble and hands off to Carter. Carter will back out, give it over to Sean. Sean drives inside. And the ball is poked away, out of bounds. Phenoms ball. Sean saying he was fouled, but that's a no call. Jack inbounds to Jackson. Jackson over to Sean. Sean back to Jack. Sean gets the ball over to Carter. Carter feeds AP. AP backing down his defender, gets it over to Sean in the corner. Oh, it's off the mark. And Joe Little pushes the ball up the floor. Jack pokes the ball out, but Joe Little recovers. Oh, and foul call on Sean. Joe Little is going to shoot 2. Truitt comes to the scorer's table. First free throw, rims out. No good. Score is still 26-17. Phenoms down by 9. 9:50 left in the game. Cy looking to come back in the game. Jack heads to the bench. Joe Little, second free throw. On the way and bounces in. It's now a 10-point lead for Joe Little. Carter brings the ball across half court. Gets it over to Sean. Sean gets the ball over to Cy. Cy getting bumped down low. He'll kick it back out to Sean. Jackson inside. Gets fouled and he'll shoot 2 at the line. Nice aggressive play by Jackson to draw the foul. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Phenoms down by 10. See if Jackson can cut into this lead with the free throws. First free throw is good. 18 points for the Phenoms. Jackson getting ready to take a second free throw. Second free throw on the way and good. They've got the lead down to 8 with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Score is 27-19. Sean defending one-on-one on the perimeter, swatting at the ball. Jackson applying some pressure. Oh, turnover, Truitt loses the ball. Sean gets it. Probably should have been a double dribble on Truitt, but the refs don't call it. Carter has it now up top. And now Cy with the ball, looking to make a move. And refs don't call the foul. A lot of contact, but no foul. And Joe Little gets the easy bucket going the other way. Gets the lead back up to 10. It's one step forward and one step back for the Phenoms right now. Carter getting trapped. Gets the ball over to Jackson. Jackson to Sean. Sean hesitates, shoots, and drains the three. 22-29. Phenoms now down by 7. 8 minutes and 17 seconds left in the game. We need some more of that. Joe Little drives in, kicks it out. Three-pointer of their own, that's off. Truitt gathers the rebound, gets it out to Carter, and he'll bring the ball up the floor. Carter, with the mid-range, gets it blocked, and it's going to be going the other way. Oh, nice block by Truitt. Gets the ball and gets it back off to Carter. Carter gets it over to Jackson. Jackson looking to drive and does. Nice finish inside. That cuts the lead to 5. Phenoms are making a comeback. It's 24-29, 7 minutes and 25 seconds left in the game. Phenoms on defense. Carter applying some pressure. And Joe Little with a nice floater in the lane to push the lead back out to 7. Carter gives it to Sean across half court. Sean will give it back. And then Carter gives it to Jackson. Jackson will look to drive. Trying to find some space. Spin move, hesitates. Floater in the lane. No good. And saved. Joe Little. Oh, and they're going to call that reach-in foul on Jackson. 6 minutes and 36 seconds left in the game. Phenoms are still down by 7. 31-24 is the score. Sully's going to come in for Truitt. Phenoms get set up on defense. Jackson applying some pressure. Reaches, almost gets the steal. Little handling on the perimeter. Number 8 looking to drive. Oh, he gets the steal. Fast break. Pulls it back out. Kicks it to Carter. Carter's going to take the long 3. Oh, and misses, and Joe Little gathers the rebound. Phenoms had an opportunity there and couldn't quite convert. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left in the game. Phenoms still down by 7. Oh, should have probably been a foul. Oh. And Joe Little gets a bucket from their big man, and the lead stretches to 9. Carter gets the ball to Cy. Cy working inside. Loses the ball, but it's poked out of bounds by Joe Little, so Phenoms will retain possession. Jack is going to come back in the game. Let's see, he's going to come back in the game for Carter. Carter heads to the bench. Jack will come on. Maybe Jack can get hot from 3. Sean fakes the 3, drives inside. Floater off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out to Cy. Cy in the lane. Oh my gosh. So they call a travel that time. Phenoms don't like it, but nonetheless, it's a turnover, and it is a 9-point lead. Joe Little has the ball. 5 minutes, 16 seconds left. And Sully picks up the foul. And Sully is now talking. And Miles is going to come in. They're going to let Sully cool off on the bench. .5:11 left in the game. Phenoms down by 9. They're going to have to score some points and get some stops. 0 with the head flop. Refs didn't buy it. 3-point shot. Off the mark. Sean collects the rebound. Gets it ahead to Cy. Cy, drive inside. Oh, and gets fouled. Can't quite get the shot to fall. Just has not had much luck getting the and ones today. 4 minutes and 49 seconds left. Cy to shoot 2. Phenoms down by 9. First free throw is off the side of the rim for Cy, no good. Score remains 33-24. Second free throw for Cy is good. Cuts the lead to 8. 25-33, Phenoms are down. 4 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game. Jack pokes it away. Scramble for the ball. And they're going to call the reach-in foul on Jackson. And Phenoms might be getting into dangerous territory with the bonus here. All right, so it'll be Joe Little ball out of bounds after the foul call. They get it inbounds. Get it to their big man down low. No foul. Oh, wow, and they're going to call that out on Jack. It's going to be Joe Little ball out of bounds. Wow, and now they seem to be calling every little thing now. It's going to be Joe Little ball out of bounds. Sully's going to come back in the game. Jackson's going to take a seat. Phenoms need some points in a hurry. Joe Little to inbound. They get it to their big man, but he loses it. Cy gets possession. Fast break over to Miles. Miles pulls up. Back down to Cy. Nice feed and easy bucket. And then Jack calls a timeout. Coach Jack, that is. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. It's just a 6-point game. Phenoms down 27-33. Phenoms are still in this game. They've just got to make some plays down the stretch.
I'll tell you about it.
Refs are consulting during the timeout, making sure they have a good game plan for the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Make sure they're all on the same page. Looks like it's going to come down to the wire between Phenoms and Joe Little basketball. After the timeout, it's Sean, Cy, Sully, Miles, and Jack on the floor. Miles conferring with the refs, discussing some basketball strategy, I'm sure. And Phenoms will apply some full court press, trap, but it's broken fairly easily by Joe Little, and then Phenoms sink back into their half-court defense. Cross-court pass. And nice floater. Stretch the lead, 35-27. 8-point game. Cy for three. It's off the mark. Miles with the rebound over to Sean. Sean back over to Cy. Cy will try it again. Doesn't get it. And Joe Little collects the rebound. Fast break. And get a steal. Nice defense. And they're not going to call that foul. Sully to the hole, and should have been an and one. But the refs do not give him the call. All right, it's a 6-point game, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Oh! Jack is arguing, and the refs conferring, and they're going to leave it with Joe Little. All right, 3 minutes and 14 seconds left. And Phenoms still down by 6. It's 35-29. Joe Little to inbound. They give it to their big man on the perimeter. Driving, oh! And looks like they're going to call the foul on Miles. And I think he called it on Miles. I saw him hold up a 1. 3:07 left in the game. 29-35. Phenoms still down by 6. First free throw on the way, and it's good. That stretches the lead to 7, 36-29. 3:07 left in the game. Second free throw for Joe Little is good. 8-point lead.
We're back.
And the clock's not running. Now it is. All right, Miles looking to get the ball across half court. Does. Gets the ball to Sully. Sully to Cy. Cy over to Sean for three. Off the mark, and Joe Little collects the rebound. Lots of, whoa. And yeah, they're going to get Sean for the foul there. And I think Joe Little might be in the bonus at this point. Looks like they are. Score is 37-29. Joe Little with an 8-point lead. And shooting two. .249 left in the game. First free throw is good. It's a 9-point lead now for Joe Little. Second free throw on the way and good. It's again a 10-point lead for Joe Little with only 2:48 left in the game. Miles gives the ball to Joe. Actually, no, he gives the ball to Sean, and Sean turns it over, but then gets it back. He gets it back to Jack. Oh, and they are just, okay. Phenoms get lucky with a travel call there. 2:32 left in the game. 10-point game. Phenoms trying to get the ball across half court. Jack inbounds to Miles. All right, Miles, let's see if you can get the ball across half court. Gets it to Jack. Jack back to Miles. Miles gives it to Cy. Cy gets pushed in the back. There's no call. And Sully with the foul. I mean, there was a clear push in the back on this end of the floor and no call. So this game seems like it's been decided. .10-point lead for Joe Little at the line. First free throw is good. That stretches the lead to 11. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in the game. Coach Jack sharing his frustrations. Second free throw is no good, but looks like there's a tie-up for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball, and I'm not sure who has possession. Probably. All right, it's going to be Phenoms ball. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. 11-point deficit. Jack over to Miles. Miles. Phenoms getting manhandled right now. No call. Miles inside. Miles has his headband ripped off. No call. But they'll call it down there on Sully. All right, Phenoms having to show a lot of self-control right now with the refs. And Joe Little hits the free throw, 41-29. Second free throw on the way, and it is good. It's a 13-point lead. Phenoms have not done well here down the stretch. Sean trying to get the ball across half court and turns it over. Joe Little trying to run some clock. 1:29 left. Joe Little up by 13. Kick it over to the side. Yeah, they're going to run the clock right now.
We gotta steal it.
And they get the foul call. It's going to be bonus free throws. That's a foul on Sully. First free throw is good. 43-29. Cy with the rebound after the missed free throw. 14-point lead. Cy gets it to Sean. Sean over to Miles. Miles to Sully for three in the corner, and it's good. 1 minute left in the game. That cuts the lead to 11. Phenoms with the last breath of hope here. Joe Little passes the ball around. They're running clock. Jack's going to apply some pressure. Sully will apply some pressure. Trap at half court. And Joe Little gets the bucket. Phenoms with the ball. Miles over to Cy. Cy, spin move, crosses half court. Over to Sully in the corner for three. He hits another one. That's two in a row. And it's an 8-point game. Clock is running. 22 seconds left. Joe Little gets the ball across half court. And then pulls it out. 15-14. That's going to be game. Jack trying to get the steal. Sully reaching through the legs. And jump ball. That's, I think, still going to be Joe Little ball. There's only 3.46 seconds left. It's an 8-point game. Joe Little inbounds the ball, and that's going to do it. They'll dribble it out. Joe Little wins the game by 10, 45-35. Phenoms fall for a second time today.